We're here live, SWAC Media Day here with Florida A&M head coach James Colzie. Coach, the first question is, when you got the call in the interview to step into this head coach's job, what made it the right job for you?
Well, believe it or not, it was a job that I had been holding since January 1st, right? I was named the interim, January 1st, or late January 1st, early January 2nd. And then obviously, just going through that whole month of January, making sure that I stayed as the head coach with going through our install practices, going through our weight room activities, going through a schedule to ensure that once I was named the head coach, we wouldn't miss a beat. So, I was actually in Miami, Florida when I got the phone call. I was in Miami doing some recruiting and had to hustle back for the announcement, and then had to hustle right back out to go back to Kansas to go do some recruiting, doing some junior college recruiting. So, again, extremely excited, honored, happy to be the 19th head football coach at Florida A&M.
When you look at this offseason, you guys had to really hit the portal hard, hit the recruiting trail hard. What was the number one goal for you this season in terms of building a roster that could go and win another Celebration Bowl?
Well, I think the biggest thing for us was trying to duplicate the guys that left, right? So, now, we did have a couple guys go in the portal, but we also had a lot of people that graduated, you know what I mean? So I think that, we wanted to make sure we were going to try to replace, Isaiah Major. We were going to try to, duplicate. Isaiah Major was the Defensive Conference Player of the Year, so we wanted to try to get a guy who would play as similar as him. Johnny Chaney, wanted to make sure we got a guy. So guys that had left our program, we wanted to try to duplicate those type of players as far as guys that we brought in. So, you lose a guy who went to Illinois, right? We brought a guy in that came from Kansas, right? Yeah. So, those are the type of things that we tried to do, and I think as a staff, we did a really, really good job doing so.
Quarterback battle this offseason, yep. Obviously. Junior Meritovich, you guys added some multiple pieces from the transfer portal. What are you looking for in a starting quarterback for your team next season?
Well, we're going to be really, really good off the offensive line. Hopefully we can continue the dominance that we've had on defense. So the biggest thing for me, quarterback-wise, I want to make sure we have a guy that's going to take care of the football. Again, we'll still be talented at the wide receiver spot, but we need to make sure that whoever that guy is spinning the football is taking care of the football. So if we don't put ourselves in bad situations, we win the turnover battle, and as talented as we are, hopefully that helps us prevail in a lot of the football games that we're playing.
Do you want to name a starter before the season, or are you going to maybe even look at a 2 QB system that first week against North?
Well, we won't go 2 QB system, I can tell you that, but I can assure you that once we're ready, we will. People are failing to realize that we lost coach. We didn't just lose our head coach. We lost head coach. We lost offensive coordinator. We lost our quarterback coach. And just as we were trying to replace Coach Simmons, Coach Henry Burris, who is our now quarterback coach, he didn't actually get an entire spring to be with those quarterbacks. So now we've gone through the spring. Now we've hit the summer where we've incorporated about 9 to 10 OTAs, about 30 lifts, about 8 to 9 other installments as far as being with the team. So we've done a really, really good job of trying to try to bring our new guys. I won't say young, but try to bring our new guys along. But we're going to have to properly evaluate and assess. And there'll be times when Junior will be working with the twos. There'll be times when Daniel Richardson will be working with the twos. There'll be times when maybe another quarterback will be working with the ones. So we're going to come with a plan to properly evaluate and properly assess. And then once I feel it's time to make an announcement, I will do so. I mean, it won't be the night of the game, I can tell you that, but it'll probably be later than sooner.
When you look at just the college landscape for head coaches, man, I just don't even know how you guys navigate it with JUCO and high school recruiting, and now the transfer portal, and it's free transfers for everybody now. And just your approach, how are you guys going to balance it? Are you looking to stick high school recruiting, or are you going to live out of the portal like some teams have done? What's your strategy?
I think we were heavy portal with Coach Simmons, and I think it was important for us this summer to have a big time high school camp, which we did. We had close to 200 kids there, and we were able to offer about 3 or 4 guys there. So I think for us, I'm happy to make sure we lay that foundation to make sure we do get our high school guys. And if I was going to give an average or a number, we're probably maybe 70-30 portal, obviously, because that's our league too, though. Our league is heavy portal. So, but I do think we have an opportunity to lay some groundwork, lay some foundation with some really, really good high school players, because believe it or not, there's a lot of good high school players that aren't necessarily getting recruited because of the portal across the country. So, we got a couple guys that I can feel that we like, and I can't necessarily speak about them like right now, but we had some really, really good guys, really good players come to our camp, and high school guys that I feel that can, that possibly can be good players for us in the near future.
When you look at just your identity as a head coach, what for fans who may never have seen a team under your head coach and tutelage play, what's one word to describe a James Colzie program?
Disciplined. I'm hoping that we in that word I'm thinking of details, making sure we're taking care of details, making sure we're on time, making sure we're doing exactly what a professional football player would do, right? And acting like a pro, being where you need to be, how we handle the media, how we speak to people who aren't just our football coaches. So all of those things, I think, fall into that realm of being disciplined. And then obviously, we got some good players, and you guys read about our guys. We got some really, really good players, and I just want us to tighten up on some of the details that we may have let slip over the last couple of years.
When you look at the schedule, man, a very, very difficult opening.
Yeah.
SWAC MEAC Challenge. You got Dawson Home, Norfolk, South Carolina State, which is Barry, the home winning streak on the line, and then you get two very difficult FBS games, Miami, Troy, and then let's not even talk about how deep your division is in the SWAC.
Of course.
How are you preparing your team to play with the target on their back? Last season, you guys were chasing the championship. Now you guys have the target. What's the message to your team?
Well, everybody wants to worry about November and December, and I'm glad you brought up damn August and September. I apologize for that damn part, but anyway, I think it's pretty important for us to understand that we will get the best, and I think and our veterans they understand that, and they're going to definitely relay that message, and that'll be something that'll be preached every single day. But we're going to face a really, really good Norfolk State team, because on top of that, there's going to be a lot of surprises. You don't necessarily know what you're going to get, right? We got film, but they've changed coordinators, right? So obviously they're going to come in ready to play, and obviously Coach Berry over at South Carolina State, he's going to do a very, very good job with that program, and I know he already is. So we got to take care of those first four games. What I can tell you is we'll know where we are as a football team with those first four contests, and hopefully we do a good job of preparing them, getting them ready to go. But I can assure you, the veterans and the players that we have on this football team, we will.
Just talk about the energy around the building when that breakthrough win happened. Going back to last year, just when that clock hit zero in Atlanta, the emotion that you were overcame with.
Well, obviously that game was an up and down affair. You had a lot of big plays on both sides of the field, and obviously when you win the championship and you start seeing that confetti fall on your face and all the other things like that. It was mission accomplished. There was a lot of highs and lows. Over the last 2 years with Florida A&M. You think of the start of 2022, all the things that that happened in the beginning of the year, and then you culminated with the national championship. So I think it just showed at the end of the day a lot of hard work. You saw some tears. And that was just again, guys are just had reached the goal, set the goal, accomplished the goal. Now it's time. Everybody wants to live on 2023. Hell, it's 2024. It's time to go to work and try to win another one.
Coach, thank you so much, man. It was great finally getting to meet you in
Absolutely.
person and talk to you. Good luck on your first season.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.